I'm terrific. I'm terrific. We're gonna come. Oh, we'll come right back after this important message, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Terrific, Gene. Yeah. We're back with Roy Orbison and K.D. Lang. Now, before I ask you about crying, there must be more rumors about you than anybody else. I mean, when I was in college, you were either A, killed with beaver in Nam, I think that was one of them or something, and then you were blind and you were recluse and you never go out and you always wear black. I mean...
I always beat my wife, yeah.
Always beat your wife?
No, I stopped all of that. I go out occasionally. I quit beating my
No,
wife.
wait. But what you're saying, you used to be blind and you were killed with beaver in Nam.
Yeah.
But how do those things start?
I don't know. It's someone writing a story. I had nothing to do with it. I didn't...
But
I didn't start all that.
Well, you always show up in neat places. Now, here's something. Now, that was you in that jeans commercial, wasn't it? Getting into the limo and Mercy, and then the door shut. Yeah, that was great. See, that's great. Yeah. That's great. See, that's cool. You're always cool about that stuff. Now, how did you guys get together on this song?
I was asked to do, if I wanted to do a duet of the song Cry, and I was trying to work it out in my mind how to put it together, and then they sent me a tape of K.D. I didn't know K.D., but they sent me a tape of hers. And I wasn't doing too well till I heard the tape, and once I heard that, I said, well, that's no problem. So it came natural after that to put it together. And actually, we met at the recording session.
Oh, really? So you didn't meet, you just listened to the tape and got the job?
Just listened to the tape, yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. And you're from where? You're from?
Consort, Alberta.
Oh, up and up that way. Ooh, a fine town, Canada.
Yeah, a fine town, Canada.
It's a great town. I like Canada.
Canada, yeah.
Don't you? Do you still live up there?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yes, you do. Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. No, but that's good. I like that accent.
What, that Canadian accent with a cold? I have a cold, so it's a Canadian accent with a cold.
Canadian accent with a cold. Well, that almost seems redundant, doesn't it, actually? Well, nice to have you here. That's true. Is this your first time in L.A.?
No.
Oh, you're back and forward a lot.
Yeah. In fact, I've been here a couple times, Jay. If you watch the Johnny Carson show.
I do watch it. Oh, that's right. You weren't here before. That's right. I'm so stupid. That's right. You do. That's right. I have seen you on the show. See, I only watch when I'm on. No, I'm teasing. There goes a job. That's right. What? Now, do you still get nervous after? Now, someone said you do, but I find that almost hard to believe. Because you're so cool.
Not so nervous anymore. I used to. I was in Canada about 5 years ago, and I was going to the show, and I saw this big marquee. It said Roy Orbison, and it said sold out, and everybody was already inside. And I said, well, all of these people came to see me for one reason or the other, so maybe I'll just relax and go on tonight, because maybe they already know who I am and what I'm going to do, and, maybe I have an edge. So I went on that night, and the show was quite good, so I didn't lose the first 2 or 3 numbers like I did before, being too nervous. So not so nervous anymore.
But you still get a little twinge of it.
A little bit, just.
Yeah?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah.
You get nervous?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not a ceremonial thing.
Not a regular
No,
thing.
it's not a regular thing.
And you grew up you're in Texas, but where in Texas? Where'd you grow up in Texas?
I was raised in Texas. You don't grow up in Texas.
Oh, you don't grow up in Texas.
I was born in Vernon, Texas, and raised out west in Wink, Texas.
In Wink, Texas? Now, I don't know.
Well, it's in Winkler County, and they figured if they called it Wink, that they'd get the county seat, the courthouse. But it went to Kermit, the only other city.
Oh, Kermit, yeah. Well.
Is Wink, Texas, where the Wink soft drink came from?
I don't think so.
You had Wink down in the States, didn't you? Wink Pop?
Yeah.
I think so.
But Wink is famous for the 1952 state Class A champion football team and Roy Orbison.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's... Now, is there like a street and everything? You have a street?
Well, there's only one street in Wink.
Oh, it's a dead end, probably.
Well, it's a highway. It goes right through.
And you're the most famous citizen, and rightly so.
I think so.
Do you remember the first time you got paid to perform?
I played a medicine show, Jay, and when I was 10 years old, and
Now you say a medicine show. What do you mean by
They
that?
sold this elixir that
Just like
that was
you would
supposed
think.
to cure everything. And they sold candy, and they had told a few rude jokes, and then they had a talent contest. And I shared the prize. A 15-year-old boy and I both tied. So the $15 prize, I got $7.50 of that. And then I had to give my buddy half of that because he was my manager.
Oh, boy, they get your claws in you even at that early age.
Even at that age, yeah.
Now, you've worked, I mean, with everybody. I mean, the Beatles and Stones. And, I mean, do they come to you for advice, these people? Do you?
Well, they did at one time. The
Yeah.
Beatles did. And I was writing an article for a newspaper, the NME. As we were touring, they wanted me to send in a column each week, how it was going. And the Beatles wanted to know how they would get along in the States. This was '63 in the summer of. And I said, well, if you'll keep your hair short like it is, because it was short by English standards,
Right.
and wear the Spanish boots and the suits. That was the first tour they wore suits on, was my tour. It was all just blue jeans before. And then I said, let it be known that you're British, and do a show like the Ed Sullivan Show. And I think you'll be just as big there as you are here. And sure enough, they were.
Yeah, that's good. Those are the jackets with the collars cut
Yeah.
off? Now, when you get the Beatles on the phone, do they all get on the phone? Or do they have like 4 extension phones? I just got a hey, John, and then he said, and then one guy, Ringo, kind of tells everybody what you said.
No, I haven't talked to the boys lately. I keep up with them.
Yeah. Well, you've got the special coming on. It's on Cinemax, right? Roy Orbison and Friends.
Yes, I'm really proud of that. It was it was wonderful.
Now, who are some of the friends? Now, this is probably
Okay,
like
we
some
had
who's who
the
of-
band was the TCB band, that's Elvis Presley's rhythm group. And then for singers, we had Bonnie Raitt, Jennifer Warnes, K.D. Lang, J.D. Souther, Jackson Brown, and Stephen Souls. And then for guitar players, we had Tom Waite, T-Bone Burnett, Elvis Costello, and Bruce Springsteen.
And this is just the backup band.
That's right.
Right. Boy, that's terrific. And that is
Wonderful.
And that is on when?
It'll be on January 3rd.
January 3rd. We shall watch for that. Congratulations. That sounds terrific. Sounds like
Thank
a
you.
great show.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
coming
much.
on, KD. Thanks, sir. Be right back after this message.